All right, good morning traders. Welcome to the All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap. We'll be going through live order flow within Bookmap. We want to understand the participants in the auction process and where they might be going next. That's the edge or advantage using order flow. Understanding order flow gives that insight much better than looking at indicators and candlesticks or just bar data. We'll get into the details and I'll show you exactly why throughout the whole webinar. Anyway, let's get through a few news items and then we'll move into the live markets. We're having our blue jacket competition is back. So if you want to maybe earn 3 months of Global Plus completely free here, it's very easy. Just go to your X, your Instagram, or your LinkedIn chart platform, and then take a screenshot of your chart, mark it up, and then put the hashtag free blue jacket, and it'll pop up into our bookmap.com/blue jacket page. And then there you'll see the other people's content and how yours relates to that, and the best wins the prize. So partake in it. There's already been a lot of interest, so you might as well jump over there if you're creating content in the Bookmap Academy anyway. All right, so yeah, that's that. Let's move on. The other thing is tomorrow we have our onboarding webinar at 8:30 Eastern. So we'll see you there. If you have any questions about how to get up and running with Bookmap, let me provide the link for you for YouTube, also in Discord here. Good morning, Snowman. All right, so there's the onboarding webinar. If you're new and you want to get up and running, you have questions, then this is a good opportunity. It's only half an hour long. We go through it really quickly. And then I continue to show this slide. I think it's really important. This is part of the Bookmap Academy. This is the process we go through in the higher time frames, looking at what's moving the market impetus. So for example, today it's news, it's CPI, that's moving the market. We'll take a look at key levels, number 2 here on our higher time frame. Start to understand that and how it relates with this news and information, how the market's moving. Then we look at scenarios and strategies, starting to understand where price might go based off of the order flow, or previous high of day, low of day, the time of day, maybe other indicators, could be volume, whatever it is. But you can see finally, number 4, we get to our setup. After understanding this bigger picture context, it's really important to get that bigger picture context. Good morning, Shark. Good morning, Trading is Life. Then it's your setup. You finally choose your setup because you want to select the proper setup for the day. So for example, you're not looking for a range bound trade setup when the market's trending. Okay, you're going to be looking for a breakout or trending opportunities, pullbacks in the trend. And then as you go through your checklist mechanically here, and then you execute and manage your trade. As simple as that. All right, so let's go through some disclosures and then we'll jump into the market. We may take live positions. Just note that any positions taken are in demo paper trading mode. They are not trading recommendations. And listen to the disclosures very carefully, please, so you know the risks. It is not a trading room. It is to show the trade management. It is another part of trading that is really not covered very much in webinars. I don't see it covered very often. And it's essential. It's really the other half of trading. It's maybe even more than half. Anyway, general disclosure. All Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's jump in. Here we go. S&P E-mini. And let's jump over to the regular chart here. This is the TraderMap Pro filtered chart. All right, so here's 8:30 a.m. The move to the upside. Now, I don't know. I don't know what I think about this move, to be honest. This is the data for CPI was well, it was kind of in line with expectations, a bit higher. And why is the market going up? I guess in line in within expectations is that the rate cut is still possible. I don't know about September, but you know, maybe the expectations were a lot worse. I don't like it. I do see the move to the upside. I see a continuation, but it has not traded up to 64.50. And then here's the cash open, and I see a lot of back and forth. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here in the order flow so far. I would give it a slight nudge to the upside here, but it's kind of I don't really have a bias or understanding what this data means yet, and how traders are. We know they reacted positively to it here when it was released, but right now I'm not really so sure. Okay, we have high liquidity up here at 42, also at the half figure or the 64.50, and do we have a lot of buyers willing, aggressive buyers here, green dots, willing to charge up after that liquidity up in here? So far, so good. You can see that the sellers were on the bid here at 64.17, also here at 64.10, and you can see a gap here. That's from the data, as you can see right in here, and that's as much as it filled so far, down to here, and I don't know. Maybe we're looking for let's see. Any questions over in YouTube? No, we're good. Okay, great. Let's see here. All right, so anyway, that's kind of what I see, or my assessment for the impetus moving the markets in here. Let's go to our higher time frame, and we're gonna. I have a new chart here. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Sorry about this, but here I've got the daily, and this was what we were looking at yesterday, right, in the daily. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, yesterday you can see that we kind of pierced just above these previous highs. We were looking for that move to unfold, and then we didn't know, and then we can see that it traded right back down into yesterday, and then today, though, now we're back up. We breached it already, and we've come back and retested, but this is bullish here as far as I can see. And I would look for maybe a retest back to the highs, and the figure would be the 64.50. All right, at least that's my assessment here on the on the daily chart. Let's jump back and take a look at the. Hold on a minute. Go to the hourly. Okay. And our hourly chart in here. Okay, yeah, you can see the move up, the move right back down, and then we're right back up again here. All right, so kind of interesting, and something's it's not refreshing quite right in here, but anyway, current price is up here, and we're just seeing looking for this potential move up into the high of the day here. Okay, because we've been going back and forth, but we're back up here again, and let's see if we can get a push back up there. All right, 15-minute chart. Let's look at that. And yeah, sorry guys, I'm just a little kind of all over the place with some of these. It's a 1 minute. I definitely don't want that. we go. And we want a week. All right, so here we are. And yeah, this is bullish. You see the move down, the move right back up. We'll see here. Maybe a small, as you can see, like we've traded back up above it here. But maybe a pullback and a bounce off of this kind of 29 or 30 area in here before a move back up. All right. Okay, so we looked at our higher time frame levels you know, looking at let's go back and take a quick look. All right, so we're looking for this momentum move here potentially, if we can get back up into some of the swings up in here. Okay, and the swing high for the day at 64.40 or above, then the move back down would be well, I would be looking for a move kind of into the point of control in here. I don't know where it is exactly, you guys probably know, but I would say somewhere around in here, around 22 to 20, somewhere in there. We'll take a look. Now, what do we have shaping up here in the order flow? Okay, well, we've got high liquidity up here at 50, at 40, at 42, and I don't see much here on the downside. Okay, so yeah, I'd still be looking for these buyers to try to take it higher here. Okay, now let's look at some structural areas, see how we broke out here. Let's put a little bit of a kind of channel on it here. Are we going to see the buying continue here? Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more. And right now you can see that we're kind of stuck in this little consolidation here for the moment. So we get kind of a flush into this area, and then we'll find buyers down here and then a move back up, or are we just going to find buyers immediately and try to come back up here into 35 and 40? But here's our answer so far. Okay, you see the sellers coming in, and what do we say, like a bounce maybe off of this kind of 30-ish area here? Okay, well, let's see here. Here's another structural area, we're just trading into that. Okay, and let's see. I don't see much liquidity here on the bid. And you can see I'm going over to my demo account here. Okay. I gotta stop it here and jump over to this one here. Sorry about that. Okay, that'll work. Okay. All right. Well, this is all aggressors. There's not much liquidity down here. Okay, this is all about the aggressor right now. Okay, the liquidity is up above it at the targets, at the take profits up in here, 32, 34, 35, 35 being the real target here. And you can see the buyers, this was low enough to find some buyers here. Okay, we traded into this liquidity here, and we're just kind of consolidating for a minute here. Okay, thank you, Alois. Yeah, well, crystal clear in terms of the move to the upside on CPI. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know what I think of it, though, but the market reacted very clearly. And I don't know what it means for interest rates. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this move here. All right, so we're going to look for this breakout, okay? If we can get this kind of squeeze here to the upside, and we'll look for a move to our 40 liquidity up here. All right? So this is what I'm going with, is the strength in here. We had our pullback, and we see again strength in here. Now we might get another pullback in here, but this is looking pretty strong. We just traded into high liquidity. Let's see if we can get back up above it here, and then we can get maybe a squeeze and a push higher. You can see the squeeze here to the downside, and a lot of sellers or a lot of selling in here, a lot of stops being triggered. Okay, so that kind of opens the door here for this move higher into these areas of high liquidity. And we shall see. Okay, lack of buyers up here. Okay, not too many, and now some sellers coming in. Good morning, McLoco. Good to see you here. All right, bit of liquidity here at 33.5 coming in. Let's see the market's reaction to that. All right, it seems like we're getting some buyers, aggressive buyers. And let's see if they can push now. Yeah, 195 up here at this 40 area, but our 42 has quite a bit more, 560 or so. Okay, high liquidity here at 33.5, just transacted. Interesting, Alois. I didn't see that about Trump considering. I am considering a major lawsuit against Powell. Would sue Powell over construction of Fed buildings. All right. Okay, we're kind of still stuck in this little consolidation range here. Wasn't much of a breakout at all. We did not get the squeeze we were looking for. Some nice squeeze here to the downside. And big question here if the market's going to dump on this. Yeah, it looks like it might. Looks like we're gonna go lower here. I will give it a second here to see if it just dips below here, and then we get buyers back up. And let's see if we get more buyers now. So we did get some buyers. Now let's see if we get some more. Because we already had our squeeze here to the downside. So that should have shaken out a lot of traders right in here. So that's why I'm looking for this move to unfold now after this move here. In fact, if I had noticed that earlier, I would have gotten in over here. More sellers than buyers so far. Just this one here. A lot of buyers. Well, buyers all the way up through here. And then this looked pretty good to me as well. I thought we'd get the move here after hitting this liquidity. But no, one more dip, a couple more dips lower. And let's see if now we can get that squeeze going. The 64.50, maybe McLoco gets tested today. Good to know. In fact, we may just have to move our take profit up a little bit higher here. And we'll look for, if we get a real big move in here, that's the easy money we're looking for. And we'll move our take profit up even higher. I mean, this is the day it should get tested, I would say. You said it's been in there all week. So all right, buyers, let's see it. Let's see it. Looking good. Now let's get the squeeze. Something we've been noticing, like we've been talking about quite a bit over the last several months about the traders buying the dips and not buying the highs. Kind of similar to what we're kind of seeing here, but this is a little different for me today due to the CPI data, the news, right? So like McLoco is saying in here, you know, can it perhaps test today at 64.50? Okay, it's on days like today that you'd look for that, or I would. Okay, so here they come, sellers coming in. All right, so we're going to have another move to the downside here, and let's see, we likely get stopped out here. You know, I don't know if if it's worthy just to take the stop now or wait for, let's see if we get a reaction here. We're kind of like right in front of this high liquidity here at this 64.30, right in front of it, and I don't like that, and this swing here as well. So still holding the structure so far. Now let's see. All right, so here we go. Let's see these buyers. Let's see if they can come in now. Order book on the bid. Notice this in here. Okay, so they're kind of bidding up at a higher level in here. Let's see the reaction from the aggressors here. All right, looks good. We should see buyers up here at 34.5 now. They should be able to squeeze it at this point. Okay, we got a bid kind of stacked in our advantage here. We have the high liquidity target up above. We have transactions up in here. So let's see if they can now bust the swing here and get back up into our 40 or 42 area. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to exit this. This up here, I see exhaustion. I see more selling. I don't see a lot of buying up in here either. So if we do get our buyers, we will look for that breakout, but not right now. It's not worth it. In my book. Okay. Yeah, we could get a move all the way back down here again. We'll see if we get some more buyers down here. Yeah, I thought the 6430 would be good support as well. Looking at also our higher time frame here, somewhere around in here. I agree. We might get a reversal here. You know, the trend line did break, and the structure is now breaking too. This horizontal structure right here, but it's still not clear yet. Okay, we do have the sellers coming in. We do have exhaustion up in this little area as well. So there's a kind of some things starting to brew here. And I don't see a lot of passive liquidity getting filled on the way up. Okay, now here come our aggressors, right? Look at the buying coming in now. All right, so let's see. We're gonna get them. We'll put a buy stop in there. Actually, I'm gonna put it up here. I want to see it how it comes up to there as well. It's going to make a big difference here, right? Because there was no trading up here from the buy side. Okay, exhausted out. There's more sellers. There's more sellers. We're still making lower highs here in the structure. In fact, even a little bit higher. And then how it comes up into here is really going to make a difference. Zooming out a little bit. This is a lower high here. This is a lower high here as well. So we're getting kind of conflicting messages in here. And I would look for that trend line break and accumulation move in here. I just don't see enough on the passive side here to justify it. Okay. Okay, more selling again here. All right, so I would imagine we'll get a second leg here, and the continuation on down here. That's what I'll be looking for now. But it's those buyers really need to step up right now if it's gonna be like a kind of a that mid-morning reversal pattern in here. Let me show you what for those of you who might be new here. Go to bookmap.com, click on education, and then it's in this supply and demand setups course. Scroll down, click on this, and it is this pattern in here that we're talking about. Is, well, the trend line break and accumulation, I just showed you that one, but the failed mid-morning reversal. Okay, we've seen this so many times. I made a video on it, and it just we get in this case it's a move down. Okay, look at the time of day in here. It's around 11 o'clock or so. That's usually it's around 10:30 to 11:30 or so, and it looks like it really wants to go higher. That we're getting this kind of reverse head and shoulders pattern, and we'll come back up into these areas in here. And this has happened so many times. It's a very kind of tricky time I feel. And this is looking great for a breakout, and just doesn't happen. Right, we come back up, we retest here, and then right in here, when you start to see this in here, there's some exhaustion here, and these sellers come in again and again here. That's where we're looking for trend continuation. Okay, so this turns into something more like a some sort of kind of wedge pattern, and then the continuation to the downside here. All right, so yeah, I agree. Trading is life. Well, let's talk about that. Actually, the accumulation, I just don't see it here on the passive side. These limit sell orders in here. So I'm looking for maybe this potential, like it looks like it's going to dump, and then we get trend continuation. Okay, so actually, how are we going to get involved in that, right? Well, we're going to look for some exhaustion, and we're going to look for another break in here, right? And if we get it on size, okay, right? This happens so many times. It's an interesting pattern, I think, and can be really lucrative as well, because it looks like it's going to reverse. And then you get this, you get leg one breaks the swings in here, and it's on size here. We see the size come in, okay, but we don't see the continuation. We get another leg here, but it's an equal leg to the swing. So this is like a double bottom. In this case, it's more like a triple bottom or quadruple. You see it kind of bounce in here, and then the buyers come back in, and then the trend continues. Okay, it happens a lot during this time of day, and can be, I find it a tricky time to trade, to be honest. I think the moves earlier from 9:30 to about 10:30 can be pretty straightforward or easier typically, and then there's that kind of mid-morning reversal, and then the continuation after that typically. Right, so here we go again, and I would say this is looking good for the test down into this liquidity here, 27, maybe 25, but the swing here around 26 or 27 looks pretty good. Okay, here comes some buyers. Okay, do we want to look for the break here? Right, and then think about the trap in here too. Okay, so we need to see this. We want to see this really picking up in here, and we want to see, we're looking for that easy trade. So this to break and then trade up into here and through it. Okay, and look at that, just shy of it. Very few buyers. Okay, that doesn't mean it it won't do it yet. Okay, we get another rotation here potentially. Okay, this trend line, or this structure here, is still holding. We're looking for a break of it. Okay, and is this enough volume in here? This looks pretty good. Starting to pick up again in here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, but we might all of a sudden just get this big move in here, and that's why I have the stop for entry here. All right, we're in. Okay, maybe in a little too early. Maybe a tick or two higher would have been better. Because it just traded up to here and then it swung right back in. But we do have transactions up here. Okay, we should get a retest up here right now. Okay, we have exhaustion on the sell side, buyers coming in. So I would look for a retest back up in here, and it looks like it's enough for the breakout, I think, on this rotation. Okay, there they are. All right, now I'm looking for the break here. In fact, I'll even double down on it, and then we'll take some off up here at the liquidity around 35. We had our stop run as well. Okay, so now looking for that move up into 35 liquidity, and some of the swings up in here. Yeah, it looks pretty good even on the higher time frame. Zooming out a little bit. Okay, again, it's not a trade recommendation. And how we're going to manage this in here. So we're right back into the range in here. Okay, so it did not, well, it broke out, but it's back in the range here. We're looking for buy support here. Okay, there's some pretty heavy selling in here. So we're still back and forth in here. All right, so our first leg, or our first scale out, is filled right in front of that high liquidity. Interestingly enough, it did not fill that high liquidity, which is one individual player, it looks like here with that large lot tracker. Out of the 479 contracts, it's probably about 450 is one player. All right, and let's see if we can get this push, a continuation here at this point. Volume still looks good. Aggressive buy volume still looks good. High liquidity here at 35, and then also here at 42. And our second take profit is up there at 41. We may move, and due to McLoco, we think potentially we get the test up into that 64.50 today. It's a good day for it. POC moved up, price accepting higher. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it looks good. Everything's looking good. Let's see it. Let's see it, buyers. Okay, they just traded that liquidity for sure. And we're still getting some buying pressure here. It's going back and forth in here. It's not so, it's taking its time. Not getting the big strong move immediately. Okay, we need more buyers again. Are we getting them? Let me see if there's any questions. Nope. We're in YouTube. Okay. And we're doing okay here also in Discord. All right, so McLoco said the POC shifted up. Okay, I don't have it up. We can add it in here, but I imagine it's right here at 32.5. Let's see if maybe we get some buyers off of that. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of POC. I would much rather look at liquidity and price structure, but we see it, time and again. Well, not always, that traders are reacting to a line on a chart, but like VWAP or POC or something else. But in this case, we're back up above it. It's holding, but I just don't see the buyers again here, at least not yet. Okay, nice stop run here. Okay, so that's looking good. We had that. Oh, it's about 100. It's not that big, but anyway. Now let's see if those buyers can come in again, and let's see if we can get our nice move here. There we go. Come on now. Come on, buyers. All right, let's look at where we might want to take profit on this. I kind of just put it in front of the high liquidity, but as you guys know, I like the measured moves. I think there's some reasoning behind why the market moves the way it does, and I like to kind of look for taking my profits around those areas. So this looks pretty decent to me, that 64.42 area, as the next move, having this much buying pressure before maybe a chop begins again. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna hold my ground here. McLoco, I'm not going to look for a move back up into the bigger move yet. During this webinar, we're not going to look for it, at least up into 64.50. And let's see if we can get it up into this 42 area here, though. It looks pretty good. You're probably right. It's probably going to go up there. It's a higher time frame move, so we see. This is what I'm going with right now for the purpose of this education in this webinar. Hope that makes sense to you guys. And we can look at measured moves in here as well. Let's take a look. You can see how much pressure the market can have here, and we can move those areas. Is it possible to get up to 50? Maybe. Yeah, 45 for sure. I mean, maybe it's on the books here. I still like 42. I'm gonna go with it. All right, some liquidity shifts and changes in here. Looks like I don't know what happened in here. This guy moved it up a little bit, and then someone moved down here in front as well at 40 or 39.5. So now we got to contend with that. Hey Matt, how are you? Matt, I'm sorry. I meant to reach out to you. I was away vacation. I've been back this week. But I will reach out to you later this afternoon. Okay, excellent. All right, so yeah, we're just kind of sitting in this, waiting and watching, and trying to go with the strength here and read the order flow. Okay. You can kind of see, it's kind of a funny pattern, but you can also see this kind of it's not truly an inverse head and shoulders, but this in terms of the order flow, some of the things that you can start to kind of there we go. All right, so we're filled on that, and we're still seeing buyers though. So looks like still might go a bit higher here. Okay, we have 43 liquidity, 45 liquidity, and then 50 is just up above there. So McLoco, I think you might get it here. Might get it on this move. But that's it for now, and we'll just look for the next setup. Well, I'll tell you, there's well, a few things. I was just talking about the this pattern in here in terms of order flow. Strong move here from the data. Okay, pullback. Well, you can see how it relates to this pullback here after the data. Okay, another retest there, and another pretty strong move here back up to the swing, but it doesn't make a higher high. Okay, and then we see the sellers give it another shot here, and this is kind of like a mid-morning reversal pattern as well. It's a little early in the day, and then we get the move back up above again, and it's looking like it wants to reverse, but we weren't convinced about it. In fact, it looked like that mid-morning reversal potentially. And then this is also, look at this area in here. This is very typical in terms of the order flow and the volume, the transactions, is this kind of cup and handle pattern. And all it means is that we came up here with a pretty strong move, and then we kind of petered out for a little bit with the buyers coming back in again. Right, so and now we can look for some follow through. Now, one of the other things that kind of just bothers me about this here is, like, we got in here and we're looking for the move up to here pretty quickly. Okay, well, after this pullback too, and it was a bit of a stop run in there. I thought we'd get it. We didn't. And we had to sit through a lot of chop in here. And then this here is the easier money. So once we start to see that coming in, this volume starting to really pick up, typically this is where you get the moves, and they continue, and price explores until it doesn't find any more buyers. Okay, and that's why we're targeting high liquidity, because this is where these buyers are going to meet the sellers. And that's why we got out just in front of it here, even though they moved it up. Actually, because they moved it up, we should have moved up maybe a little bit too, another point or so, and then front ran it here at 43. But that was our decision. Now we got the move. This is the easy money, and it just kind of it beckons you as a trader to just wait. Wait until you get more clarity in here. Like this mid-morning reversal, we're like, yeah, maybe, okay, and then we got in twice actually, thinking that we'd get the breakout here on this move here. So you see the move down, move back up, more buying in here, and I thought we'd get it here again. We get one more rotation, then we get filled, right? And then it chops around again, and then we get the move, right? So it took a little while, but we got there, but this area here, right? Look for these transitions, and it's something to back test and use, I think, the replay mode to really look into. Okay, because let's here, let me take off the point of control. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's clear the chart. Okay, and then let's also look at oh God, now I lost my train of thought. We were going to look at the the transition. That's right. So sellers, sellers, okay, buyers. It's kind of really even look at the bars, look at the dots, the colors, the size, and the price action. I very much like the a volume delta bars. Okay, buy minus sell in a bar form, because it's just really plain and simple. You can just see it here. Now you can relate it to the price action here, and see is it moving or not, and that's essential. But just to understand kind of transitions of volume, and then right in here we can kind of see that transition unfold. Okay, in here it's pretty choppy. In fact, there's a little bit of selling in there, but then look at it in here. Okay, very little in this little area right there at the 64.30, which is funny enough. Not only did McLoco mention it, we did too, right around here, right? Coming back and retesting some of these little swings in here, and then continuation move. So anyway, we did get the bounce there, and just the main point is look for the transitions in the volume. Okay, and then we got buyers coming back in. That's when we can put the pieces together that there are aggressors searching for sellers, aggressive buyers looking for trading with sellers at these levels in here. Low volume pullback, yeah, it is. One of the things on a low volume pullback, Mick Loco, this setup is excellent. It's you look for your low volume nodes in here, and you look for where price was rejecting. Okay, like right in here, it kind of rejected, right? And we see this triple bottom here. Okay, and now we're back up above this kind of high volume node, and it looks like if we can continue, then if we get more buyers in here, we should trade up to here. I'd be looking for that. And I just don't see the interest right now. It's really paltry at the moment. Okay. One of the things though, like in the low volume pullback, McLoco, to look for is, see how this is kind of top heavy? So this is where the buyers came in here. If we see the buyers coming in like way down here and very consistently all the way back up, that's a strong move. This is a possible trap up in here, all that buying. Right, and you can feel you can see how this is kind of turning into a little bit of a battleground right around this 40 level here. Okay, so that's something. Another way to look at it as well. Let's duplicate this column, and then let's right click in it, and we're going to configure it, and we're going to look at delta. Okay, buy minus sell horizontally in here, and then we're going to look at where there might be trapped volume. Okay, so this would be somewhere here on up, could be potentially trapped buyers. Where would they be sellers? Likely down in this area in here. Okay, and we see some of that selling in here. It's pretty thin though, down here. Anyway, just some food for thought on this. But here we go. Here come those buyers now. And we're looking for that decisiveness. Okay, now let's see if we can trade back up to 44, 45 here. Let's see here. DM trader. Okay, sounds like we're using the term zipper. I know who you're following there, or FT71. Looking at your Renko bars. Yeah, that's the zipper. Just means the back and forth, and then you're looking for that follow through, right? Yeah. All right, so we're getting what we're actually looking for right now. Yeah, that was maybe a missed opportunity there, as a kind of a continuation pattern, potentially back up to the swing and the liquidity up in here. And it's about 4 points. Anyway, and also another thing to look at here, McLoco was spot on, is note this area of consolidation, the breakout, and then this little area, and then how that relates to your low volume node. Okay, that not much traded here. Then we get exhaustion in here, and we do get the buyers. Okay, and then it was very, very shallow in here. What kept me away was this potential squeeze in here. But the buyers did come back in this area here around 40, and now we're back up to the swing high. Yeah, DM, I don't really look at a lot of those things that you mentioned there, in terms of like Fibonacci levels and some of the extensions and yeah, probabilities. That's one thing. You say you have an 86% probability of hit. So I don't know what the study's actually quite based on, but anyway, we need kind of more explanation on that to understand what you mean. Okay, yeah. So, but anyway, if the order, what we always say, DM, is like if the order flow supports it, go for it. Right? You have some studies there, some deep studies into your statistics and probabilities. That's excellent. And then if the order flow supports that, you've got an even higher probability of getting there. Okay, the participants are telling you that that's where it looks like it wants to go. Yeah, order flow is not bad today, McLoco. That data helps, right? That impetus. I still don't know what I think about the data. I mean, it's clear as day here, like Alois had mentioned. Look at the reaction, right? And then now we're getting the continuation. Oh, you're just giving an outline. Okay, yeah, good stuff, DM Trader. Thank you. That's excellent. Using probabilities for targets and order flow for structure and entries. That's perfect. That's it. All right, here we go. 45. Now let's see, McLoco. Quick move up into 50. Potential. The potential is there. Absolutely. Because let's take a look at it here. Our measured move is showing that as a pretty nice target. We just traded into some high liquidity though, so I'm looking for a bit of a pullback or chop before we get back up into 50. But we never know. These kind of big strong moves like that, it doesn't have to chop at all. In fact, that's what we were looking for earlier. It just chopped instead. We didn't get the big strong move. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, McLoco. Let's see it. Okay, let's also take a look here at our higher time frame. 15-minute chart. We gotta move on. We gotta go look at the hourly now. Okay. So highs from back in, looks like July. That's 55, 56, right? I think that's all-time highs, right? Let's take a quick look. Yeah. All right, yeah, here we go. So maybe today, huh? Maybe today. It's still going, it's still trending. And we look for low volume pullbacks. It would be right here at 45 if we get it. Okay, another beautiful low volume pullback would be here around 42. And we're looking for this move in here by sellers to be on low volume compared to the buyers. That's really key. Yeah, we don't want to see a powerful move by sellers. A mean reversion trade would be if we get kind of a reversal pattern in here, which we don't have yet. You know, we're still getting price discovery here. We just maybe we're turning into kind of a chop in this area here for the moment. Okay, we're getting our buyers coming back in. This should be it. I would be looking for it here. I'm going to hold off. I don't want to get caught in a position and chop for the rest of the webinar here because we're going to end it pretty soon. But now this is it. We should be getting that move into 50 here. And then all-time highs is up at 56 or so. Which, funny enough, I don't see much liquidity up here. No, I'm sorry, 66 or so. Here you go, McLoco. Look good. Yeah, front runners at 49. Oh. Wow, DM Trader, you got a lot of statistics. That's excellent. That's just excellent. So you've got your numbers, you believe in your numbers, and then you've got order flow to support it. Okay, and when the order flow supports it, usually you're going to get a pretty nice move. YouTube guys, jump over here. All right, caveman. Yeah, thank you. Andrew, would I call this a squeeze higher? Well, I mean, we can see the squeezes here with the stop run indicator, right, in the sub chart. You know, it looks like the big squeeze is actually here. To be honest, this really cleaned out. I mean, and I can totally see why. You know, this is kind of a this is kind of a nasty move here. This is actually maybe not a bad kind of you know, concept here of that mid-morning reversal. It happened much earlier though, as you can see. Okay, so you get this kind of double bottom pattern like this. You get leg one, pullback, leg two. In this case, it breaks the swing, and these poor guys are really trapped here. And then the buyers come back in, right? So you get this double bottom pattern, and then now you can see that this is the trend continuation. Here we go, Micheloko. I didn't think we'd get here by this webinar. Yeah, it's going to happen. And then we should see a flush through that, probably up to about 54 here. Okay, because there's going to be a lot of traders getting squeezed out. So getting back to the question about the squeeze, yeah, I mean, depending on the time frame. Okay, I see the squeeze here. Okay, now we'll likely see the squeeze back up above 50 as well, but we'll see, and we'll verify it with the stop run indicator. On higher time frame charts, in terms of like the daily or, you know, squeezes, you know, you can kind of look at some of these other areas in here with the speed of the candle, you know, the height of the candle above a swing. And just, you know, getting a lot of people you know, stopped out. But it's you know, we can't really verify it with stops. I just imagine there's gonna be a lot of traders up in here on up to about here, and they're gonna be getting hurt. And you can see that's exactly where it went in terms of the structure. Okay, from the drop here, and then this area here, right? So I would say it's, yeah, something like that. A lot of people probably getting hurt in that area. And you can even see like it pulled back and retested right here after that move, right? So maybe this is you know, kind of a big squeeze in essence. And then we get more traders coming back into the market. And now we get that continuation, which we're still getting here. Okay, Andrew, I hope that answers your question. Something about stop runs. I think it's important to understand and what exactly it means. It just means a lot of people are, it's a kind of a triggering of stops, and they kind of runs through multiple price levels. It might be an aggressor as well, that with a buy stop, or maybe multiple people buying at higher highs or something. What really matters though is what happens after, because does it accept or reject? In this case, like this was kind of low volume pullback here. You know, it kind of you can see that traded up to here, we get the move back down, and then it accepted. This rejected down here, and then we get buyers coming back in again. Okay, now there's our 50. It just transacted. So nice trade, guys. McLoco. That would have been another 9 points we could have likely added in there. I was not willing to sit through it though, and just look for the next opportunity. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. All right. So yeah, so we traded up into that liquidity here. Now, are we still, the question here, are we still getting more buyers? Okay, we have some certain levels in here. See how they traded into supply, supply, and then big supply here. We're still going. We're still seeing aggressors so far. Okay, DM Trader, you've been around the block, poster boy for that kind of have a successful career and lose it in one day. Okay, yeah, you got a lot of experience. Okay, good to hear. Oh, okay, so yeah, a rough ride here, and then now you're back in. Yeah, yeah, great. That's a good idea. Let it kind of sift and you know, let it kind of you know, kind of feel it out, get a, you know, like come back and when you're ready, and jump in, you know. I think that's a really wise thing to do. Nice thing is like trading, you can do that. It's not like you're a pitcher on the mound and you know, you got the bases loaded and you've been throwing, you know, against really tough hitters and as the top of the lineup, and you know, what are you going to do? You're going to start walking people in and you can't get out of it. But trading, you can just take a break. Way to go, McLoco. That's awesome. You grabbed it. Nicely done. Yeah, DM Trader, come back. You know, you've got tons of experience, tons of statistics. Uh, you know, hit the singles, hit the doubles, hit the triples. Sometimes you'll hit the home run, but just make sure that I mean, good Lord, you have tons of experience, so you know, and to reduce the risk. Yeah, trading small and just build that confidence, right? And that's what we want to do also here. And that's why, like, we'll show trade management in here, but we'll take our profit, right? And in this case, it made us look pretty good because it immediately pulled back. But then, you know, there were some other opportunities in here. It kind of came to it a little late. We saw this one as well, a little late in here, and then also this low volume pullback. And then I want to see. I just didn't see enough volume here until up here, and then I'm not willing to get into it at that point, right? But it is a low volume pullback. It's just I don't see the aggressors quite coming in, and this is the key level for me right here, right? In fact, this would be the pullback to it. And again, I just don't see enough aggressors in here until up here. And then what's the point? You know, I'm going to get maybe a point and a half out of it, or 2 points or so. Anyway, it just didn't give me the clarity I kind of wanted. And we're kind of looking away, looking at some other things there as well. Nice, Matt, you kept along from 30 to 42. Excellent. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, yeah, good job. Just hit those singles, build that confidence. That's what we kind of try to preach in here. Is just continue to make money. And hit singles, and don't kick yourself for like, oh my god, I could have like made 50 more S&P points out of it, right? You build confidence, and then like you look at it again and go, wow, why? Look, you go back to replay mode and look back at it and go, why didn't I hold until 50? Well, we had our reasons here, but would you want to do that again? And then what is it that made it run to 50? Is it that impetus again? Let's go back to that slide. It's so important, I feel, that what's moving the market, right? I mean, it's so much easier when we know what's moving the market. And then our key levels are also pretty well defined. And then we look for the strategies to work within the impetus and the key levels. And then finally the setup, and again, the setup is just a checklist, you will have to determine your risk and your sizing, but this is just execution at this point, number 4. And most of us over our trading career have focused on number 4 here, like almost exclusively on number 4. And these 1, 2, and 3, especially 1 and 2, like are really, really important, right? Like, these, I didn't think this move would happen during this webinar, and it did. Okay, well, I think it's because of this over here. I don't know. This is pretty obvious stuff. I know you guys know all this, but anyway, just bears repeating, I guess. Yeah, and then here's our beautiful little cup and handle, and it actually does another little handle in here, and to the upside. Yeah, welcome back, DM Trader. Excellent, excellent. Done for the day, and move on and enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your summer if you can. All right, guys. Let's see. I think let's wrap it up here. See if there's any questions over in YouTube. Nope. We're good. All right. So any other news items? Yeah, if you over in YouTube, if you guys like, if you like this kind of education, well, first off, hit that thumbs up button, and give us a like. Subscribe to the channel, but really the best thing to do is come on over to our Discord channel. Really, there's no cost to it. You will need to use and register at bookmap.com. You need to verify that email, but then who cares? It's free, and you get all access to everything over here on Discord. We got a lot of resources, and we've got a lot of traders, and they're excellent. So enjoy it. Come on over. It's very supportive, and there's no cost to it at all. All right, guys. Anyway, let's see. We don't forget our Bookmap Academy meeting as well. Okay, that will be on Thursday. All right, so we will. If you're interested in the Bookmap Academy, it's a freebie. Just go to bookmap.com, click on the More button here, and go to Bookmap Academy here. Okay, and oops, I can't quite get there. There we go. Okay, and it's a process in here, steps. You can actually get Bookmap for free, heck, you can get the add-ons, some of the stops and icebergs and other add-ons for free. If you become a coach in here, you can also get data for free and become a Bookmap streamer eventually. Anyway, it's you can read through it here, and then come to the meeting on Thursday. It's open to all, and We open the mic for traders so we can hear what they were thinking, and then coaches will give feedback on their marked up charts. All right. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it. Thanks, everyone, for coming. It's Tuesday, so I will be hosting tomorrow the onboarding meeting at 8:30 a.m., then the Bookmap Academy meeting at market close on Thursday. And then on Friday will be the All Markets webinar, okay, at the same time here at 10 a.m. East Coast time. All our 10 a.m. or all our East Coast times. All right. Yep. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. Okay. Take care.